press the bell icon and make sure you never miss another update from Cinestaan.com.
Today we have with us someone who's won millions of hearts with an amazing dancing, and we think she's just getting started. Hi Nora.
Hi. I would like to think that I'm just getting started.
Yeah. You have some amazing stuff coming up, and
Thank
we'll
you.
talk about that.
Yes.
But right now, Dilbar is doing amazingly well. There's around, I think, 350 million views in total.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
what kind of feedback are you getting?
I'm getting all types of feedback, like, of course the dance, so everyone's praising the dance, which I'm, of course, always very grateful for. But I think what really resonated with me would be everyone's feedback about my expressions and about my emoting, with being able to connect with the lyrics and giving you that feel when you watch it, which I feel everyone has really, really valued and really feels. I mean, it feels great to hear all this. A lot of people said I've looked my best, in the song, which is really good to hear as an artist who's constantly grooming herself and improving herself. And I think any artist in my situation or in my space would be like, okay, I've done a song like Dil Ber. It was very risky because it was an iconic song and it's a remake, and many remakes have been doing not so well lately.
Yeah.
And so it can be something really scary, and of course I was a little bit scared when we were prepping for the song. I didn't know if I was good enough to do it, and I didn't know if I was as a newcomer, I didn't know if I was worthy to take up such a big project and something so iconic and something so big, because it's a lot of pressure. But obviously after it released and I saw everyone's response, I felt like, wow, first of all, I'm so humbled, I'm so grateful. And I'm just hungry now to prove myself, and I'm just hungry to bring more things to the audience and more things to my fans, and hopefully I can continue to make them happy.
It was kind of an Arabic makeover for the song.
Yes.
There was a time when Helen came into the industry and she brought in cabaret and the notch performances.
I loved it.
You're bringing in renewed interest in pop culture when it comes to belly dancing.
Yes.
And your portions here also were amazing. How do you view that, bringing belly dancing into films?
I feel like belly dance has its own unique space in Bollywood, and it's always had its unique space in Bollywood. I can give you a whole list.
There are lots of songs
where choreographers have tried to incorporate belly dance, where composers have composed and arranged music in a very Arabian way. It's always been there, but I just feel like it's maybe not been performed to its best. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but like most actors have done it, but they've not done it to its proper authentic form, and I feel like there was something missing. Like when Helen came and did her cabaret, she did it in the most authentic way possible, and that's what made everyone crazy about her, and she created this whole style, this whole genre, this whole space about her. And I feel like when it comes to belly dance, we use that word so loosely, like, we're doing a belly dance number, this song has belly dance in it, or this song is a belly dance choreography or whatever, but actually you never really see belly dance. You just see maybe 2 steps and it's like khatam ho gaya, ye belly dance hai, but ye belly dance nahi hai. Belly dance mein bahut hota hai. There's a history to belly dance. There are many styles within belly dance in itself which people are not educated about, they're not aware about. And I feel like because belly dance originally has its space in Bollywood, then we should explore it, we should really do justice to it, because I don't feel like it's been done justice to until now. So for me to be able to showcase that and have the opportunity to show everybody belly dance kya hota hai, what is it, how does it look. For example, in Dil Ber we've done basic belly dance.
Yes.
We've not really gone into the advanced level. Basic cabaret style belly dance. There are so many different forms of belly dance. We can talk about Egyptian style, we can talk about Turkish style, then you have the North African style, which is completely different when it comes to the moves and the way the body moves and the music that people use to dance on. So there's a lot of different styles and ranges to belly dance which have not been showcased in Bollywood yet, but basics have been showcased. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like there's so much scope to go beyond basics. But we need filmmakers and choreographers to, kind of see beyond just the basic steps here and there. But of course, Dilbar has opened doors to seeing authentic belly dance. It's not mixed with a lot of Bollywood. It's not mixed with jazz movements and some urban movements. It is.
You choreograph those portions,
so
right?
The belly dance portions I have choreographed, yes. Yeah.
Not many would think or believe that you actually didn't train to dance.
No, I did not train. I didn't train, see, when it comes to dance styles, I'm very respectful towards them. So I don't call every dance move Bollywood. Or ye Bollywood hai ya ye hip hop hai. Every urban style is hip hop. No. You know what I mean? Or every Arabic dance style is belly dance. No. You know what I mean? I try to educate myself in what kind of styles are where they come from, where they originate from, why these steps are so common in this style, why they're not common in this style. So I try to educate myself because I feel like I lack training. But the least I can do is actually gain some knowledge. And when I speak about dance and dance style, I shouldn't sound ignorant, you know what I mean? I do a lot of styles on my social media, for example. This is the best example I can use. So I did a music video with Raftar called Baby Marbati Manegi. So that style is called dancehall. And dancehall originates from Jamaica, originates from the Caribbeans. It's done in the West Indies, it's done in Guyana, it's done in all these parts of the Caribbeans. Now, in the comment section, you'll be like, oh my god, amazing Nora, belly dance was amazing, belly dance was you know what I mean? It's not okay. You need to educate yourself. This is not belly dance, this is something called dancehall. Where does it come from? Where is this style used mainly? It's really important people educate themselves. So unfortunately, I feel like we're lacking that, you know what I mean?
Hindi films have always had this, various dance forms coming together or being incorporated in a
yes, like in Raw 1, Shah Rukh Khan, Kareena Kapoor did one number where they had all the dancers and stuff. I don't remember what the song was called, but they did do a lot of dance hall movements and a lot of Afro movements, but nobody spoke about it. But when I see it today, I'm like, wow, that's Afro funk. That's a lot of dance hall movement, but nobody discusses it. And I feel like if we're gonna release songs and we're gonna talk about songs and films, we should talk about the styles they're doing so people, have some knowledge. But yes, in Bollywood there are so many styles that are being incorporated, but we just chuck them and say, "Ha, ye Bollywood hai, Bollywood style." But it's not. There are so many, styles that are used, and we should talk about it.
Your first love is actually acting, right?
Yes.
That's what you love doing. I've seen some of your sketches on YouTube. The one about
Instagram.
Different single women.
Oh yeah, the different type of single girls. Yeah, I did that with timeliners. Yeah.
So I love the comedy that you did in that one. Beyond dancing, like you have a song coming up with Stree, and you have a bazaar where you're doing a song.
I'm not in
You're
bazaar.
not?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the acting, do you feel sometimes that people are viewing you only as a dancer and not as an actress?
No, because the best dancers can be very good actors. We emote, we express without words. And I feel like if you're able to do that, then you've kind of nailed it in some sort of way. We're very artistic. So a really smart filmmaker would see that and realize, oh, she can probably act because she can express through music, through her body, through her face, without even having to speak. And we use our eyes when we also dance. If you notice.
Yes.
And the best dancers use their eyes. Like when you see Madhuri when she dances, what is it about her? It's not the moves. You know what I mean? It's this. It's this. When you see her, you're like,
it's the
emoting.
expressions. Yeah.
And that's what makes her such a beautiful performer. So there's nothing wrong with someone saying, oh, she's an amazing dancer, and categorizing me that way. I feel it's an honor. It's one of the most difficult things to be able to achieve. And if you've not even trained in it, it's even almost impossible to even reach. Like if you would have told me 5 years ago that, Nora, you're going to become this this person where people look up to in terms of dance and people are going to admire your dance, I probably wouldn't believe it because I'd be like, no, you know, I'm not trained, I'm not there. Like there's so much things I'm lacking, you know, as a performer. But you know, I'm reaching that, so I'm not ashamed of that. I'm so proud of that, and I feel that in due time, I will get my space for acting. I will create my space. People will watch me. People will want to watch me. You know what I mean? But I feel like that time hasn't come because maybe I'm not ready or wasn't ready. I'm ready now.
But you're doing an acting part in Bharath, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I had a film release this year. But I'm just speaking about my journey in total. Maybe it didn't happen initially for me because maybe I wasn't ready, and I don't think I was ready. I do feel ready now. As an artist, I feel more confident. But of course, you know, like when you're someone like me, when you come from outside, you're not from here, and then you're not from an industry family, and you don't have a godfather and all that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things do not work in your favor. You know, it becomes more difficult. The struggle is actually real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to sit back and you have to realize, what is my USP? You know what I mean? Some people's USP is comedy. Some people's USP is dancing. You know, so that was my USP, and I took that to enter into the industry so that people can take notice of me.
Did you find like, you know, people being biased towards you or not taking you very seriously as a talent when you first came in? Because
Bias. I don't know if it's bias, but I can say maybe they didn't have trust in me. A lot of people would use their past experiences with, for example, when I was first learning Hindi, and I came from abroad and all, I had a lot of filmmakers say, listen, we've met a lot of people like you all don't want to learn the language, only you guys are lazy. You guys want to have the roles because of pretty face, but you guys want to put the effort. So I heard a lot of that, you know, and maybe it's good that I heard that because that made me want to work harder, that made me want to prove to them that no, मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ, you know, मैं different हूँ, you know, मुझे हिंदी आती है, मैं कर सकती हूँ, you know. So all these things I wanted to prove to them, and I feel like it was a positive push in a negative way.
you've said in one of your interviews that you're an Indian by heart. You're of course a Moroccan-Canadian.
Yes, yes.
When did that love for being here and India begin for you?
I think it would have begun at a very early age when I watched movies, when I was watching Hindi films, when I, you know, became obsessed with Devdas, for example, you know. I felt like I related with that. I don't know how. It's a very strange thing to say. Being someone who watches Hollywood films, I'm very urban in the way I probably do things, my style, the way I speak, the way I act. I love to listen to English music. You know, I'm a big fan of Rihanna, I'm a big fan of Sierra, Beyonce, all this stuff. I love that, you know what I mean? But somewhere, you show me something like Madhuri Dixit's songs, or, you know, an Aishwarya Rai song, or maybe a very old film from the 90s like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai or Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, I just become glued and I become like so connected in a very strange way. I can't explain it. And I feel like this is probably from my childhood, because we always watched Hindi films growing up. You know, they used to be dubbed in Arabic on television, and we used to watch it, and some of them, you know, I used to read with the subtitles, and I had a lot of Indian friends growing up. And of course, I was born and brought up in Toronto, and Toronto has a lot of Indian people, you know what I mean? So, you know, growing up, they used to wrap me up in saris, you know, my mom's Indian friends would put me in lehengas, you know, and then my stomach would be out, and I'd feel so cute, and all, like, cover your stomach, you know. So, you know, there was a lot of these things, bits and pieces that kind of resonated with me. And when I decided to pursue acting and looking for a place where I want to move to and pursue a market, and of course my only opportunity was America, and I met agencies and things were going well for me, and I had a choice to move to America and pursue acting there. But it didn't excite me as much as when I got an offer to come to India. That excited me more, because with India and acting and with the entertainment, I saw dance, I saw colors, I saw music, I saw drama. That is what we think of when we think Bollywood. Do you know what I mean? And for me, that excited me, and that made me feel so attracted to come here.
So since you know, even your song in Rocky Handsome did amazingly well, which has John, the John connection is there with this song also. But you know, now there are expectations, Nora. Like everyone's probably looking forward to what song you're going to do
there are
next.
expectations, there's pressure. It does worry me a little bit because sometimes you do something, right? And it just becomes that one-off. You know what I mean? Like Dil Ber is so amazing. Visually, it's beautiful. Everything is so on point. Like nothing is missing. You know, sometimes you watch a song, you're like, "Ha, acha hai," but the choreography could have been better, or her costume could have been better, or something's wrong.
Yeah.
With this, I felt we nailed it, and it doesn't always happen. You know what I mean? As artists, we don't always get lucky. You know.
Yeah.
So now I feel like everyone's going to expect that the next thing I do has to be at the level of Dil Ber, which is not gonna happen. You know what I mean?
But what's Stree's song going to be like?
See, so for example, Stree is so opposite to Dil Ber. It's so different. We shot in Bhopal. It's a village massy song. You know, it's so quirky. I look different also. My hair's messy. You know, I wear, like, I don't really have much makeup on. I wear a sari and I have like sneakers on, and it's very quirky. So people will be like, oh, her next song is coming. It's gonna be like Dil Ber, but it's not gonna be like Dil Ber. It's gonna be completely different, right? So for me as an artist, I get like, oh my god, like what are people gonna think? Maybe they might not like it. Expectations become too high. So as an artist, it's like too much pressure.
And lastly, Bharath is an exciting project. It's been talked about a lot. So can you tell us something about what we can expect you to be doing in the film?
So pretty much what I can reveal is that I am playing a Latina, little Spanish feisty girl who works in Malta. She's loud, you know, and she's got this energetic personality about her. She meets Sunil Grover and she meets Salman Khan when they come to Malta. And so the journey starts there. And it's a decent role. I mean, I'm just very excited and really honored to be a part of something like Bharath. You know what I mean? Like, never really imagined something like this would ever happen, but it's happening, and I'm so grateful. And I feel like more than thinking about being part of the project, I just want to enjoy the experience, because you never know, it might never happen again. You know what I mean? So I just want to enjoy the experience. I want to enjoy the experience of working with someone like Salman Khan, with someone like Ali Abbas Safar. You know what I mean? Like these are all like big moments in an artist's life.
Will you be dancing?
Yes, of course.
You will be?
I will also dance, yes. We will all dance.
All right,
Yes,
thank you so much,
thank
Nora,
you,
and
thank
all
you.
the best, and we're really looking forward to your work in the
Thank you
future.
so much.
Thank you.
Hi, if you've liked this video, please hit like and subscribe to Cinestaan's YouTube channel.